There he is, Landon Collins, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, Adrian Peterson coming back. Is that enough for you, or do the Redskins need to do more? By the way, my bracket got worse from yesterday. Here's Sports Talk.
From WJLA 24/7 News, this is Toyota Sports Talk.
Well, welcome to Toyota Sports Talk. I'm Robert Burton. The free agency rush is long over. The Redskins, of course, making moves. Some you might like, some not so hot. But the biggest, I think, re-signing Adrian Peterson, and then they signed Rodgers-Cromartie to a one-year deal. Also, safety Landon Collins might be the biggest. But did you want to see more? Did you want to see the Redskins go after maybe, I don't know, Golden Tate or Jordan Matthews or something like that? Let us know what you think. That's our question of the night. Are you satisfied with the Redskins' off-season moves? Did you need to see more? With that said, do you think they need to make a splash in the NFL draft? Call us 703-387-1020. Back in the house tonight, the big fella, the Big Cheese Show, Chris G on WTLP Sirius XM. It's been so long, man. How does the Usher song go? It's been 2011 days, umpteen hours.
I was just
like
thinking I heard a song like that.
Yes.
You Got It Bad maybe in the club in Fort Lauderdale a week ago. If I'm a little bit tanner, it's because I spent a couple of days down there during spring break, and I am much older than spring breakers, but I didn't know spring break, and we had a good time down there. But I'm happy to be back in the DMV hanging out with you, bro.
Spring break is spring break, and we'll just leave it at that. All right, so let's talk some Redskins. Starting with Landon Collins, a guy who came over from the New York Giants. They didn't want to franchise him. So the Redskins, they say, well, we'll take you, and by the way, we'll give you the largest contract a safety has ever seen in the NFL. So with that said, how do you think he's going to pan out here in Washington?
I think he's a great leader. I think he's a great player, no doubt about it. It just has me questioning exactly what this franchise is trying to accomplish here. And to me, we're not breaking it down to build it back up. We're going to just try and meddle around, maybe getting that NFC wild card spot. But this move really doesn't excite me. Again, I know he's a great player. It's nice to get a player of his caliber from a rival like the Giants. But to me, a team like the Miami Dolphins, for example, they recognize we're not winning this year, and we're probably not winning next year. Let's build towards the future. Let's accumulate cap space, and let's try and build a foundation. Whereas the Redskins, I think, with getting Case Keenum, just to me, 7-9 is looking like what we're going to see here again in a half-empty stadium, and the people that do come are going to be wearing the other team's jerseys. It's not exciting. Yeah.
So, okay, from Landon Collins to a veteran, another older guy, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. What are your thoughts on this? I mean, it's like you just said. Are we trying to win, or are we once again trying to go 7-9, just trying to stay relevant? How did you like that move from the Redskins? One-year deal.
Fine. You can always use cornerback depth and depth in the secondary, especially on this team where you saw the offensive line break down so much last year, and veteran presence in the back end. I do like to teach some of the younger guys that hopefully they're going to be acquiring in the draft to play the position. DRC fills that role, as does Josh Norman, who looks like he's going to still be on this team. There was some talk about him being a cap casualty to create some cap space.
Right.
But Norman is still serviceable and still a solid corner in the league. And again, with Landon Collins, it's looking nice. The Alabama defense, it's cool.
Yes.
But again, like I said, I think the issues of this team are still quarterback and still offensive line depth, and the fact that they have no wide receivers. You said in the beginning, Golden Tate.
Yeah.
That would excite me a little bit. A nice possession receiver, experience in the league. I'd be okay with that. Jordan Matthews doesn't exactly excite me very much. No.
Yeah.
I just think there's a lot of issues here. I would have liked to see them try to bring in Dwayne Haskins via trade. You're going to have to go up for number 3. Now, the flip side of that is this town is sort of the Robert Griffin III trade, where you had to give up so many draft picks.
You had to give a lot up. Yep.
They might not want to do that again for Dwayne Haskins, but to me, Haskins is the best quarterback in this class, better than Kyler Murray. He makes all the big throws, pocket presence. To me, what is his downside? He hasn't had a ton of experience playing at the college level. He's only a one-year starter, but he has the big arm and the local feel. I think that he would help improve attendance at FedEx Field, which You go to the games like I do.
Yeah, yeah. And he's a huge quarterback, too, by the way. Let's not forget that. All right, let's go to the phone lines. John is in Frederick. John, what's up, man?
What's up, John?
Go on. Thanks for letting me talk and everything.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
the quarterback stuff, Haskins and stuff you're talking about, they're not talking like Elway. This guy has to go number one, so do not move up and try and get him.
Yeah.
In my point.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are worried. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody that you would move all this stuff around just to get, a Kyler Murray or Dwayne Haskins or anything. Couple other quarterbacks that a lot of people are talking about here. You got Drew Lock out of Mizzou, Daniel Jones. But anyway, we'll get to that stuff later. Let's go to our next caller, Bruce, who is in Wheaton. Bruce, what's going on,
Bruce.
man?
Gentlemen, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
What's going on, bro?
Well, I'd like to think that maybe the first choices should be concentrating on the offensive line, and then if you got a couple, 3 or 4 muscle guys, because you want to hope that the lineman that went down got hurt, in the middle of the season is able to come back. But if you got some, 3 or 4 muscle guys that you can get, then it doesn't matter who the quarterback will be, because he'll probably be safe. But when your quarterback is taller than your line guys, that's not very good. Now, I just want to incorporate this. I just want to say the Redskins are not sitting on the sidelines. They're being active, and that's what they've got to do. My hope is, God bless, if there's any guy in the NFL, and I think Chris knows where I'm going with this, who is a Jason Ward type leader that changed the culture with the Nationals. If there's such a guy in the NFL, who is he? I'll listen to what you have to say.
Okay, so before Chris starts talking, I would say, when you said that, the first name that came up was a Jarvis Landry. And the reason I'm saying that is because I don't know if anyone watches Hard Knocks, but Jarvis had that epic speech in the video room, in the film room,
sure,
where he's a lot of words he said I can't say right now, but he was getting after guys because guys weren't practicing. I guess they were being lazy, allegedly, and not wanting to practice or not wanting to play. And that's contagious. This is contagious, bro. But I haven't seen that much emotion from a younger sort of player. He's not super young, but a younger player. Of course, a guy like Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, of course, they can do a lot to change the culture. But I think Jarvis Landry is someone who could change the culture. By the way, he is now joined by, I think, his former teammate, Odell Beckham Jr.
At
So congratulations.
LSU,
yes,
who will
congrats
be
to
playing Maryland
him.
tomorrow in the NCAA tournament.
Let's not even get started on that. In fact, we got to go to break. Call us 703-387-1020. The Cheat Show is back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so excited, and it's Friday. Call us. All right, welcome back. Numbers at the bottom of your screen, 703-387-1020. These are our questions of the night. Are you satisfied with the Skins' offseason moves? And then draft day. What's a must for the Redskins? The quarterback, receiver, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, secondary, whatever. Back with the Big Cheese Show here. So, you know what? Let's get straight to the phone lines because they're packed right now. Let's go to Sticks, who's in Fairfax. Sticks, what's up, man?
What's up, Sticks?
What's up, buddy?
What's going on with you?
Hey, man, listen to this. I've been a Redskins fan for a long time. Long time. If I was Dan Snyder, I would fire everybody. I'm telling you, the reason why I'm saying that is because we ain't going to see the Super Bowl for at least 3 or 4 years. Anyway, get rid of everybody. Get you some young players, 23 years old, just like Cleveland did. You know what I'm saying? Get all young players, and then in about 2 years, we'll be good contenders. We can't compete with none of the teams that's out there, none of the major teams out there. We can't compete with them.
Yeah.
You might as well start all over, stop piecing together. You know, you got a Bentley, man. You don't piece together a Bentley, man. You replace everything.
Hey, Sticks.
You know what
Sticks, thank you so much for calling. Now, he said young players, and you nodded your head big time right there. You agree with that?
Look at a team like the New England Patriots, for example, the Super Bowl champion who go to the Super Bowl seemingly every year. Do you see them, unless it's a Randy Moss type generational player spending big money in free agency for guys who already do have wear and tear? No, they're accumulating picks and building through the draft. And I just wish this team would stop kind of living in the now. Are you going to be in FedEx Field and Landover forever? Let's hope not. You know, maybe kind of say, we're breaking it down. We're trying to come back to D.C. We're doing almost like what Oakland's doing. Well, I shouldn't say that because Oakland is getting some guys for their Las Vegas move here coming up. But something like that so fans can look forward to the future here. I mean, they were bad enough they could get a guy like Trevor Lawrence, who absolutely was an exceptional talent, or a guy like Tua next year. But if you go 7-9, you're not going to draft high enough to get a difference-making quarterback. And that's what this team needs at the moment.
Wow. All right, let's go to Lewis, who's in Suitland. Lewis, what's up?
What's up, Rob?
What's going on with you, man?
Hey, man, I think the Redskins do need a good quarterback.
So what's quarterback for you?
I like their quarterback they got now.
Oh, you like the quarterback they have now? Is this now? Is this Case Keenum or is this Alex Smith?
Case Keenum.
You like Case Keenum? You're a Case Keenum guy.
Yes, I love Case Keenum.
Oh, okay. Now, my question is, did you like him in Denver or did you like him in Minnesota?
I liked him in Denver.
You liked him in Denver?
Yep.
Okay. I don't hear that often.
So,
I don't hear that often.
I mean, he wasn't. You come into a scheme. I'm trying to like make excuses for the guy. He's all right. I think he's all right. And Colt McCoy is all right. And Alex Smith isn't going to be playing anymore. And are you satisfied with just all right? I mean, I think personally, if Daniel Jones is there with the pick that the Redskins have in the middle of the first round, I'm good with Daniel Jones. I don't like Drew Lock so much. To me, it's Haskins, it's Murray, and then it's Daniel Jones, or it's nobody. Go to next year.
Lewis, thanks for calling. Let's go to Bobby, who's in D.C. Bobby, what's up?
What's up, Bobby?
Yes, I'd like to know what wide receiver should the Redskins go after in the draft?
Who's out there? Who's the guy? And Bobby, thank you so much for calling. Who's the guy from Auburn?
Stidham.
That guy is a beast.
He has some connection here, coaching staff-wise. I like Stidham. I don't know that necessarily he throws the deep ball well enough, but he has good size. He's played, obviously, in the SEC against top upper echelon opponents. He is more of a third, fourth round grade, and fine if you want to accumulate depth at the quarterback position. I'm good with that, but I don't think Stidham is somebody we're bringing in here thinking that he is going to be a starter. To me, there's 3 starting quarterbacks I just listed. I'm Drew Lock, fine too, but like Will Greer is starting to impress people out of West Virginia. I think he played in a nice offense with the Mountaineers that catered to him, but again, when he was challenged at times, he didn't really rise to the occasion. This is not the quarterback class to grab one. That's, again, why I want to just break it down so you can get one of the better ones and win finally.
Okay, so, all right, from quarterback to let's talk about receivers in this draft. If there's a guy you would want to see Washington get, who would that be?
You mentioned Jarvis Landry. I'd totally be good with that. You want to talk about a guy who is passionate.
Yes.
You saw the Hard Knocks clip where he was reprimanding his teammates. So I would like him. I mentioned Golden Tate as well. I don't think you need to spend a ton of money, and I don't think Golden Tate will really command that at this point. He's still on the market. Wide receivers in the draft, they're nice. N'Keal Harry at Arizona State. You've got the Ole Miss guys, Metcalf and A.J. Brown. They take – you see a lot of these rookie wide receivers. They don't immediately come into the league and make an impact, right? I mean, even Calvin Ridley in Atlanta had himself a solid couple of games, but sometimes it takes getting used to NFL corners and being able to break the defense. I don't think wide receiver, if you draft early, is going to make an immediate impact. I'd like to see them look at wide receiver maybe second, third round.
Let's go to Greg in Waldorf real quick. Greg, what's up?
What's up, Greg?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I just want to touch base. I just want to kind of go into, I think they should start off at the top with the GM and trickle down to, to the players. I think the coach is very predictable on his play calling. We just need some new ideas and some new guys, I think, at the top with some new ideas and new players. And just like you said, we need to get a quarterback. offensive linemen, and we just need to just start over and just build. Right now, we're just kind of like just trying to piece together things.
And you know what, Greg? I think what you have just done is you have just preached to the choir and everyone that is listening and watching on this TV show. Greg, thanks for calling. Call us, 703-387-1020. We got to go to break. Phone lines are busy right now. That's because the Big Cheese Show
is you're here,
in the
man.
building.
You're looking fire tonight.
No,
ready
man.
to hit the town with me after, right? You going out
Yes, yes, shots. No, anyway, all right, 703-387-1020. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. Phone lines are jam-packed right now because of these two questions. Are you satisfied with Skins off-season moves? And then draft day. What's a must for the Redskins? Keep calling, 703-387-1020. Let's get right to it. T-Bone is in Brentwood. T-Bone, what's up, man?
What's up, T-Bone?
Everybody missing the point what the Redskins need. What we need is a couple of more Chief G's up in the fan. We need to get our cheerleaders out there jumping around, you know what I'm saying, making things happen for our fan participation. If we get our fans out there jumping around like we had Chief Z and making sure everybody having a happy, festive time in the stadium, you know, maybe we can make things work for our team. But right now, you need me to go out there and choreograph the cheerleaders and get everybody on the field jumping like they're supposed to jump. That's what they need, fan participation.
T-Bone, what kind of choreography you got for the cheerleaders?
Man, I have them out there bouncing, man. If I have them out there bouncing the way they're supposed to, maybe the opposing team will be paying more attention to the cheerleaders, and then we can get things jumping off. You know what I'm saying?
So you trying
but
to pull?
That's what we need.
So you trying to pull replacements like they did in that movie? All right.
Hey, I'm trying to do like Philly do. You know, Philly get everybody jumping. They got their band out there jumping around. We don't even have our band play no more. So you need everybody out there choreographing their parts. You know what I'm saying? Let the fans get into the game like they used to do.
All right, folks. T-Bone calling out the fans. There you go. All right, T-Bone, thanks for calling, man. Let's go to Paul, who's in Hyattsville. Paul, what's up?
What's up, Paul?
All right. I just want to know, Redskins, I know they be having problems with their offensive line, defensive line, but as far as quarterback-wise, why they don't go out and get Colin Kaepernick? I watched him work out last week. The man has blazing speed. He has a strong arm. He's still young. I wonder why they didn't go out and pick him. You can get him for cheap. All he want to do is get back in the NFL. He's not looking for no hell of a $5 money.
Yeah, well, and Paul, thanks for calling. I think that battle has been lost for a long time now.
But it solves the attendance problems,
Okay.
which I think this stadium needs a jolt, right?
That is very true. That is
always
very true.
the other team's fans, basically. I think you can – it's almost like what I was saying with Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah.
You want to bring in either the local fan or just like a fresh fan base that will come to the games.
Yes.
And not have it be a place where Josh Norman said last year, we'd rather play on the road, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that – if you made a move like that, something that was a little bit earth-shattering and not just staying in the mold, and that's why I don't love the Landon Collins signing. I just don't think that excites people enough to come to games. So, to Paul's point, listen, give him a call, see what's up.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
But when the Redskins had issues, I don't think they did give him a call. No. I don't think in fact, I think they said.
That goes deeper than
it's way
the front
deep.
office and who knows.
Yeah. All right, hey, Paul, thanks so much for calling. Let's go to Brandon, who's in Suitland. Brandon, what's up?
What's up, Brandon?
What's up, Rob?
What's going on, man?
And do you think the Redskins really need a quarterback or a running back?
I think they're good on running back right now, at least with Darius Geis
I was going to
coming
say,
back.
we have not mentioned Darius Geis' name once. I'm excited to see him in AP in there.
I can't wait for that. And a big shout out to AP for signing a 2-year deal, so we'll get to keep him for 2 more years. Everybody said dude had no more juice left in the tank. I remember when they first signed him, he had no juice left in the tank. Everybody thought he was down and out after some bad seasons with the Saints, and then, a bad season with the Saints and the Cardinals. They thought he was done.
You try tackling those quads, as you can see on that screen there. Now, as long as he stays strong, and I like them being somebody that, listen, you're setting the tone of the game, and I like the short passes and quick passes, but AP will get you that 3-4 yards to help you get the first downs. If you get a guy like Golden Tate who can catch those balls on third down, it just helps your offense out, setting the pace and dictating and being smash-mouth team, which I think sometimes they lacked at times last year.
All right, Big Chi Show, final thoughts with him, and we'll talk about my trashy bracket if we have time for
mine too.
Yeah, it's done. We'll see you on the other side. All right, welcome back. So if you're like me, your bracket is toast. But did you watch the UVA game today?
I did.
How nervous were you at halftime?
I knew sort of they needed to get that, like, proverbial, you know, off the UMBC golden retriever off their back. Get past the first half, come out firing, play your game fast. Don't play down to your opponents. You're UVA. You're great.
Scary. It was scary. But they did win 71-56, so congrats UVA for not dropping back-to-back first rounds. We'll see you guys next time on Toyota Sports Talk for Big Shion. We'll see you next time. Oh, man.